Hello everyone. So today we'll continue with our CAT previous year question series, and this will be the set number 68 of LRDI from CAT 2018 paper. Now we'll look at the question. Okay. So the question says fuel contamination levels at each of the 20 petrol pumps P1 to P20 were recorded as either high, medium or low. Okay. The contamination levels at the first three pumps among the contamination level at three pumps among P1 to P5 were recorded as high. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास ये क्या कह रहा है, हमारे पास 20 पेट्रोल पंप्स हैं. We have 20 petrol pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So we have 20 petrol pumps. उसमें से जो फर्स्ट 5 हैं उनमें क्या बोलते हैं, 3 petrol pumps were such that they were recorded, the contamination of those first 5 में 3 ऐसे थे जिनकी contamination was recorded as high. Okay, but we don't know which 3 out of the 5. Second one says P6 was the only petrol pump among P1 to P10 where the contamination level was recorded as low. तो P6 में low थी and it was the only petrol pump from P1 to P10 जिधर low थी. ठीक है, तो हमने सेकंड स्टेटमेंट कवर कर ली. थर्ड स्टेटमेंट सेज P7 and P8 were the only consecutively numbered pumps where the same levels of contamination were recorded. तो P7 और P8 ये जो दो पेट्रोल पंप्स हैं, ये दो लौते ऐसे पेट्रोल पंप्स हैं among all the 20 petrol pumps. These are the only two pumps where the same levels of contamination was recorded in two consecutive numbered pumps. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा है कि अगर यही दो ऐसे हैं जिधर कॉन्सिक्यूटिवली नंबर्ड पेट्रोल पंप्स पे सेम लेवल रिकॉर्डेड है कंटामिनेशन का, सो वी नो दैट जो पहली स्टेटमेंट है उसमें लिखा है P1 से लेके P5 के बीच में ऐसे 3 पेट्रोल पंप्स हैं जिसमें कंटामिनेशन लेवल इज हाई. So those 3 are between petrol pump number 1 to petrol pump number 5 and they cannot be together. Those 3, any 2 cannot be together, like 1 and 2 both cannot be high because P7 and P8 are the only 2 petrol pumps where the contamination of 2 consecutive petrol pumps can be same. So therefore, if that is the case, the only possibility for us to place 3 high contaminated petrol pumps between P1 to P5 is such that it will be on 1 and 3 and 5, because we need a gap between each of the high contamination petrol pumps between P1 and P5, and this is the only configuration of high petrol pumps between P1 and P5. And we know that P6 was the only petrol pump between P1 and P10 where the contamination was low. So the only other option for P2 and P4 is medium. That on P4 and P2 there would be medium contamination. P6 में low and remaining we don't know as of now. So we are done with statement number 1 also. Statement number 3 also. Okay, we don't know what is the level of contamination on P7 and P8, but we know that these are the only 2 petrol pumps, consecutively numbered petrol pumps, where there is the same level of contamination. ठीक है, अब P4 कह रहा है high contamination level were not recorded at any petrol pump between P16 and P20. तो ये बता रहा है कि 16 से 20 के बीच में there is no high level of contamination. It can be either low or medium, but there is no high between 16 to 20. Okay. And the last statement says the number of pumps where high contamination level was recorded was twice the number of petrol pumps where low level of contamination was recorded. Okay, so H is basically 2L. The number of high level contamination petrol pumps are twice the number of low level contamination petrol pumps. Now, what can be the L and 2L? What can be, the number of high contamination petrol pumps and low contamination petrol pumps? We know that as H is equals to 2L, H has to be what? H has to be an even number. And what can be the maximum number of H? Okay, let us see what can be the maximum number of H. We know that there are no high contamination petrol pumps between P16 and P20. So इस area में तो कोई भी H नहीं है. So the maximum number of H can be, let us assume कि 7 और 8 दोनों H है. 9 cannot be H because again consecutively numbered petrol pumps सिर्फ दो ही common हो सकते हैं 7 और 8 पे. 10 can be H. 11 cannot be H consecutively numbered. 12 can be H. 14 can be H. ठीक है. So the maximum number of H can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can be the case. और let us assume कि अगर ये दोनों H नहीं है, if 7 and 8 are not H, instead they both are M, then it can be H here, H here, H here, H here. How many H are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 H in this case. So the maximum H we can have, we have seen is 8, where both 7 and 8 are H. These two common ones are both H. H, 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 and it can be, H can be either here, 12 and 14 can be H, or the second case is that 13 and 15 can also be H instead of 12 and 14. So this is the possibility. And total maximum कितने H हो गए? 8H. So other possibility of, so 8 is the maximum number of H we can have, and we know that from this thing we know that H is even. So if 8 is the maximum H we can have, so H can either be 8, 6, 4 and so on. But let us assume that H is 6. In that case, L will be how much? L will be 3, half of H basically. In the case where H equals to 6, L will be 3. So H plus L will be 9. So M will be how much? 11. But is 11M possible? We know that consecutively numbered petrol pumps cannot be same. So 11M is not possible. The maximum number of M can be 10. 10 से ज़्यादा M तो हो नहीं सकते हैं. So we know that H cannot fall below 8 because वो 6 पे गिरते ही M is coming out to be 11, which is not possible. So H has to be 8. ठीक है. If H is 8, we know that L is equals to 4. L is equals to 4. Now if H has to be 8, we have seen that these two has to be H, because अगर ये दोनों M हो रहे हैं, let's say these both are coming out to be M. Let's say these two are M. This has to be H. This has to be M. Then this can be H, H, H. This is the maximum number of H we can have in this case, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 H we can get in this possibility. So that means these two cannot be M, because in that case we'll get a maximum of 7H, but we need 8H. So these two has to be H, H. ठीक है? And then this 10 has to be H. And then after that, We are done with 6 H's. We need 2 more H. It can be either 12 and 14, or the second case is they can be either 13 or 15. ये basically either 12 और 13 पे होगा, या और अगर 12 पे है तो 14 पे होगा, कॉन्सिक्यूटिव पे नहीं हो सकता, 13 पे है तो 15 पे होगा, बट 11 पे नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज 10 पे है. ठीक है, इतना समझ में आया. एंड दिस 9 हैज टू बी m because we know that 1 से लेके 10 के बीच में there is only one L which is at 6, so this 9 has to be m. तो हमें इतना कॉन्फ़िगरेशन पता चल गया. एंड इसके बीच में कोई भी h नहीं है. ठीक है, द नंबर ऑफ, और हमने फिफ्थ वाला भी देख लिया, दैट h वुड बी 8, L विल बी 4. नाउ कमिंग एट द क्वेश्चंस, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मस्ट बी ट्रू. मस्ट बी ट्रू की बात हो रही है. द contamination level of P12 was recorded as high. It is not true. It is like not true because it can be true, but it is not must be true, because हो सकता है 12 और 14 high हो. The other possibility is that 13 and 15 high हो. So this is not must be true. The contamination at level P20 was recorded as medium. हमें अब P20 को देखते हैं. हमें पता है हमें 4 L चाहिए यहाँ पे. We got 1 L from here. We need to put 3 more L's. These 3 L's can be, या फिर तो हो सकता है एक यहाँ, कोई एक यहाँ पर आ गया हो. The maximum number of L's between 11 and 15 can be how many? 1. Because हमें पता है कि 16 से 20 के बीच में कोई भी H नहीं है. It is only either L और M. ठीक है, 16 से लेके 20 के बीच में. And consecutive numbered petrol pumps have to have different level of contamination. So that means अगर हम मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ L भी डालना चाहें 16 के बीच में, तो वो कितने होंगे? लेट्स पुट इट विद ग्रीन कलर. यहाँ पे M है, L M L M. 3 मीडियम, 2 क्या बोलते हैं, लो लेवल के. So 2 is the minimum number of L's we need between 16 and 20. और एक पेट्रोल पंप नंबर 6 पे है. 3 हो गए. So the maximum number of petrol low level petrol pumps we can have between 11 and 15 is 1. और दूसरा केस है कि ये इंस्टेड ऑफ 2 यहाँ पे 3 L है. ये भी हो सकता था L M L M L. ये भी एक अनदर केस है. तो वी हैव ऑल द 4 L. ये 1 2 3 4. तो उस केस में 11 से 15 के बीच में 0 L होंगे, बिकॉज चारों L तो हमने काउंट कर लिए ऑलरेडी. सो अगर पेट्रोल नंबर 20 की बात करें, P20 की बात करें, दिस कैन बी ईदर L, या फिर जो हमने पहले देखा था M L M L M. इट कैन बी ईदर L और M. सो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो मीडियम होगा. contamination at P10 was recorded as high. This we know that 10 पे तो high है for sure. And contamination of P13 was recorded as low. ये high भी हो सकती है, low भी हो सकती है, as we have seen. So इसका आंसर क्या हुआ? Option number C. अब क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 पे आते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 से what best can be said about the number of pumps at which the contamination level was recorded as medium? We know that 8 high हैं, 4 low हैं, 12 हो गए टोटल. तो बचे मीडियम कितने? 20 minus 8 minus 4, which is how much? 20 minus 12, exactly 8. तो इसका आंसर क्या हुआ? ऑप्शन नंबर ए. सेकंड क्वेश्चन भी हमने कर लिया. नाउ कमिंग टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. थर्ड क्वेश्चन सेज if the contamination level of P11 was recorded as low, then which of the following must be true? अगर P11 low है, that means one of the low is between P11 and P15. P11 अगर low है, इस केस की बात हो रही है. So we know that we cannot have 3 L's over here. टोटल 4 L है, एक 6 पे है, एक 11 पे आ गया, तो इधर मैक्सिमम 2 L हो सकते हैं. So ये वाला केस तो हट गया यहाँ से. It will be M L M L M M L M L M. ये केस होगा. ठीक है. So इस केस में what must be true? The contamination level at P18 was recorded as low. ये तो false है because P18 पे medium है. P15 was recorded as medium. P15 medium हो नहीं सकता because 16 medium है, तो consecutive number 15 पे medium नहीं हो सकता. ये भी गलत है. The contamination level at P14 was recorded as medium. And the contamination level at P12 was recorded as high. ठीक है, अब इसकी अगर हम देखें तो हमें पता है कि जो L हमारे पूरे हो चुके हैं. अब ये जो 4 हैं 12 से 14 के बीच में, L तो हमारे 4 पूरे हो चुके हैं. ये जो 12 से 15 के बीच में, इट विल इधर बी M और H. ठीक है, अब इस केस में वी नो दैट 16 पे M है, तो 15 हैज टू बी H, 14 हैज टू बी M, 13 हैज टू बी H एंड 12 हैज टू बी M. यही एक ओनली पॉसिबल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, क्योंकि बेसिकली M अगर यहाँ पे आ रहा है तो यहाँ पे H आएगा. ठीक है, तो इस केस में क्या है, 12 क्या है हमारा, मीडियम. इट इज नॉट हाई, तो इसका हमारा आंसर क्या हुआ, ऑप्शन नंबर सी, दैट P14 इज मीडियम. ठीक है, इन द केस वेयर P11 इज लो. ठीक है, अब हम ये वाला केस मिटा देंगे. हमारा पहले क्या था कि इधर 12 और 14 पे हाई होगा और 13 और 15 पे हाई होगा. ठीक है, एंड दिस कैन बी इधर M और LML. ठीक है, ये हमें पहले पता था. Now coming to the last question. Last question says if the contamination level at P15 was recorded as medium. P15 पे अगर medium है तो इसका मतलब हमें पता है P12 और P14 पे हाई होगा. P15 पे अगर medium है तो we know that P16 cannot be medium. ये वाला केस भी गया. It is LML. ये वाला केस की बात हो रही है. फिर LML. अब L हमारे चारों के चारों पूरे हो गए. बचा क्या हमारा, M और H. हमें पता है इधर M है, इधर H है, इधर M होगा, इधर M होगा. ठीक है, अब हमारे 8 H पूरे हो गए क्या, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 एंड 8. ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बन गई इस केस में. तो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मस्ट बी फॉल्स. फॉल्स की बात हो रही है. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन क्या है, contamination levels at P11 and P16 was recorded as same. P16 पे कितना है L, P11 पे कितना है M. So this is false. Obviously हमारा आंसर हमें मिल ही गया from the first statement. Our answer is A, but let's go to the other statements. Contamination level as P10 and P14 was recorded as same. P10 पे कितना है high, P14 पे कितना है high. तो ये this is a true statement. Contamination level at P14 was recorded to be higher than that in P15. P14 में कितना है high, P15 में कितना है M. So obviously it is higher than that in P15. This is also true. Last statement says contamination levels at P13 and P17 were recorded to be same. P13 पे M है, P17 पे भी M है. This is also true. तो इसका आंसर क्या हो गया हमारा A. We are done with the last question also. So I hope the following set was clear to every one of you. For any further queries, you can reach out to us on the following number or you can reach out to us on WhatsApp or the given email ID. Thank you.